enabler to fulfill that core mandate. An aircraft carrier-based Carrier Battle Group or CBG, with its combined offensive potential, including escort force and embarked air wing, is the cornerstone of our power projection at sea and from the sea. The Indian Navy's area of operation is much beyond the maximum reach of shore-based fighters, even with air. Further, strikes can also be launched on shore targets, thus influencing the land battle from sea. A CBG is a potent deterrent to the enemy's maritime recce aircraft. It prevents the adversary from developing credible maritime domain awareness. This also degrades their ability to collect target information. A carrier battle group is immensely mobile. It can relocate up to 1,000 kilometers in 24 hours. It can sanitize more than 400 kilometers around it. Thus, it can be relocated to a new theater of operation within a short time. Aircraft carriers are hard targets. This is because of their inherent mobility and concentration of force due to their escort force. Hence, they are far less vulnerable to enemy strikes than shore-based airfields. Global maritime powers are today operating carriers with fixed-wing aircraft. Some others, like South Korea, Australia, and Japan, are either operating helicopter carriers or contemplating construction of new carriers. Our immediate neighbor China is also operating 2 aircraft carriers and the third is under construction. As per available inputs, they are likely to have 4 operational aircraft carriers by 2024, with the eventual aim of having a 10 aircraft carrier navy by 2049. Right from the birth of India as a nation, the need for aircraft carriers was felt, for India to be considered a blue water navy. Since the 60s, the Indian Navy has had the unique distinction of operating all variants of aircraft launch and recovery systems like Catobar, Stoviel and Stobar. INS Vikrant, a majestic class 19,500-ton Catobar or catapult-assisted takeoff but arrested recovery carrier. She was India's much-loved first aircraft carrier. INS Vikrant was the first ever carrier for an Asian country. It remained so for a long time. Vikrant played a stellar role in the 1971 war with Pakistan that led to the birth of Bangladesh. The carrier was deployed in the Bay of Bengal. Its 2 air squadrons of Seahawk fighter jets and Alizé surveillance aircraft were used in strikes on enemy ports, merchant ships and other targets. Vikrant also prevented Pakistani forces in the eastern sector from escaping through maritime routes. INS Vikrant served India for over 36 years. It was a source of immense national pride over several decades of service. Vikrant was decommissioned in 1997. INS Virat, India's second aircraft carrier, was a short takeoff and vertical landing carrier or Stoviel. It was commissioned in 1987. Virat served as the flagship of the Indian Navy for almost 3 decades. INS Vikramaditya, a modified Kiev-class aircraft carrier of the Russian Navy, entered service in 2013. It immediately became the pride of the Indian Navy. The 44,500-ton vessel can carry up to 34 aircraft, including both fighter jets and helicopters. It has been refitted for a short takeoff but arrested recovery or Stobar configuration. This provides better launch and recovery capabilities. Fully equipped with state-of-the-art technology and with her complete stock of provisions, INS Vikramaditya is capable of sustaining herself for an extended duration and extended ranges at sea.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just 2 hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be 2 hearts running
about 2,000 workers were employed on board IAC-1 every day. The Indian Navy is a formidable resident maritime power in the IOR. And the aircraft carrier battle group remains central to its concept of operations. The aviation element of the CBG brings on a deadly offensive power. This further becomes an effective deterrent to enemy forces. With a capacity to carry over 30 aircraft on board. For INS Vikramaditya, the MiG-29K swing roll fighter remains the main offensive platform. They provide a quantum jump for the Indian Navy's fleet air defense, as well as maritime and shore strike capability. To meet the existing and future challenges in the IOR, concurrent operational availability of at least 2 CBGs remains one of the Navy's prime requirements. The Indian Navy is conscious of its role as the sword of India's ocean. The Indian Navy, with acquired excellence in maritime domain, always on alert to reach out further, to improve on our abilities, keeping our flag proud and high. For now, for tomorrow, and for all times to come.